Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Hung Up Pod Live with Eric and Tony. Yes, we back up in this bitch.
Another week. It feels good.
Another week, another episode. Yes. It feels so good to have y'all with us. Hey. Listen, I am Tony Purnell. I'm your homie. I'm your brother, and I am your friend.
The light worker.
Also known as... The light worker.
Give me goosebumps. Give me chills.
Thank you. I want a little chill bump. And who are you?
I am Eric Cole, also known as Life Coach Eric. It's good to see y'all. Good to see you.
Mm-hmm. And we are your favorite happy hour duo. Listen, yes. I'm a little hung up right now because I'm wearing Eric shit. I'm wearing Eric shit. Support me, bitch. You like when I, pump my titties out? You like that.
Julian still got you spicy.
Julian.
Shout out to Julian. Listen, he was amazing. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And shout out to our last guest, yes. Coach P.
I love it.
He was wonderful.
I might have to hit up Coach P on the side.
I thought you had already went.
I know.
Oh, okay. Because I thought this episode you were coming back with some feedback.
No, I don't have no social experiment.
You had said something about a level 3, 3.5. Go back and listen to the episode and y'all know what I'm talking about. I think it was a 3.75.
No, I'll let you know when I do. I'm gonna take it over to a 4. I'm gonna let you
know. Come on. And we're not talking GPAs, children. Okay.
Listen.
If you haven't seen that episode, make sure y'all go back and see. No, they should. I'm telling them, go back and check out the episode.
This episode is about a little kink.
I'm excited for this episode.
But let me finish.
We're doing show and tell today. All right, go ahead.
I'm wearing you, and I'm so excited.
And I'm wearing you. We want to do a little switcheroo.
For the season ending. A little switcheroo.
Is it really ending though? Are we just saying that because you know what I'm saying? Is it ending? For real? And look how you just got... Is this how you do the girls?
Well, you got to show the light.
Rip my shit off. Treat me like a rag doll.
The light can't be covered. Anyway, how you feeling, Eric?
I'm feeling good. It's good to see you. It is not too chilly of a night in Philadelphia. So we got lucky tonight.
In December.
Which is like crazy that we're about to be in the middle of December. But we are here. It feels good. And I'm happy. I'm hung up.
All right.
Yes.
Well, since we got that out the way, y'all know what's coming up. This is our favorite segment. And Marquise, I want you to show the motherfucking people our game show music because this is our favorite segment of the show. This is the Hung Up Hang Up. Listen, I want to know what you're hung up or hanging up on. And if you have some hung-ups or hang-ups, you can email us at...
Send it in to hunguppod@gmail.com. It should be like right here.
Right here.
It's like right here.
Right down here. Marquise is going to put it right down here. All right. Let's get this game started. You go ahead.
That's on me this time.
Go ahead.
I'll do the honors. I don't mind. I don't mind. Woo! Keke Palmer announced surprise pregnancy.
Did you see it?
I thought she was playing. I really, like, when I first saw it, I was like, Keke not pregnant. Like, she playing. She's trolling the fuck out of us.
Even after she showed the bump, you thought she was still playing?
Look, I can go out and buy a bump, bitch.
No, this ain't no Beyonce shit. Like, no. She was real.
I thought she went out and bought a bump.
She was real.
I really thought Keke was trolling. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. We need a moment.
She was real.
I'm hung up. Who was the baby dad?
It don't matter.
But she was
real.
She not.
I'm hung up. Oh, and who's counting?
A little Keke Palmer Jr.
Listen, we got some conflict backstage, y'all. I'm hung up on.
Yes.
I'm hung up on Keke's
pregnancy.
Very real pregnancy.
She's gonna be an amazing mother. I
appreciate her. She did a surprise announcement like Beyonce did back in the day.
She really did. Beyonce dropped that mic and started rubbing on that belly.
But she's real.
Oh, are you saying that was fake? You're not getting it.
Anyways, but let's go on. Let's go on to our next.
Wait, are you saying because people had carried the babies for her?
I don't know. I mean, but when I saw that stomach flop down, when she did that interview, we're not talking about Beyonce, we're talking about Kiki.
Okay, well, go ahead on.
But I'm hung up on Kiki,
We are always hung up on Kiki. We were just talking about her a few weeks ago. We love Kiki.
We love Kiki here.
We love Kiki.
The next hang up is Miss Legendary is no more.
Oh.
The Epic Vogue show is going. It's canceled.
I think we only got 3 seasons.
We did.
HBO Max,
But it's not canceled. I want people to know it's not canceled because of the ratings or because of the viewings or anything.
Okay, what happened?
I heard Warner Brothers bought a portion of it or something like that. What is it? Warner Media bought a portion of it and
of HBO Max.
Okay, yes. And so new management, new people.
It happens.
It's not just Legendary. It was like 9 other shows that got canceled too.
That some other people got. Okay. Well, we're hoping we're hanging up, but hopefully, they get picked up. We only got 3 seasons. We gotta keep this thing going.
That's why I hung up 3 times because we got 3 seasons. Hopefully, Legendary, you find a new home.
Yeah.
We love the Legendary.
Where would you want to see them? Netflix, Hulu, Peacock is really out here showing the girls a good time.
Yeah, you're right.
So we got options out here, and hopefully y'all are listening. Somebody got to pick them up.
Maybe Zeus. I don't know. But yeah, how was that segment? Our favorite segment of the show. Let's go and let's move on to this topic. The producers is mad at me tonight.
Let's move on.
Sorry, y'all. Eric, what we talking about tonight?
You know what? I'm excited for tonight.
Yes, we got something good for
and you can let me know when you're ready to for me to bring up my props.
Yes, because we need to introduce.
It's show and tell. You know, like how it used to be back in the day when you was in school.
Let's do it.
Your teacher would tell you,
let's do it.
Go home.
Yes.
Go in your closet and bring out some treasures. Well,
we're gonna take a quick minute to grab our treasures because we're gonna show them on the episode.
Now?
Yes, let's do it now.
Before we get into the definitions and now.
Oh, you know what? Oh, you wanna wait? Okay, well let's wait. Well, today's episode is going to be about what's your kink versus.
Why your voice get all deep like that? What's that about? What's that giving?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was kind of kinky,
I feel like you tapping into another persona, another side of you.
That's why I did that, what's your kink versus what's your fetish? Some people got kinks.
What's wrong with this nigga? Okay.
Some people got fetishes out here. Sometimes people have kinks of becoming another person and embodying what another image is, taking on that personality. So if you heard me change my voice up, maybe that's a kink for somebody out there.
Listen, niggas be having different requests. He may be asking you to drop that voice down.
You never know.
We never.
You never know.
Remember the old commercial from back in the day with the owl and the Tootsie Roll Pop?
A 3.
Yes! A 3.
That owl was shady as shit. But all right, so tonight it is kink versus fetish.
Yeah, and I think it's a very important conversation because a lot of people get the two mixed up.
Yeah, they're used interchangeably.
We usually talk about, when people say, what's your fetish? What's your fetish? I want to really make sure people know that it's kind of rare to have an actual fetish. When we talk about kinky stuff or fetishes, we're really, 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 really referring to kinky things. A fetish, let's give the hard definition first. A fetish is something that you absolutely have to have. Is it a requirement for you to reach your maximum pleasure?
Mm-hmm.
For you to
yeah. It's required.
It is required. I need to have this object.
It's an object or
non-genital. Exactly. Yeah. To experience my supreme sexual pleasure.
It is required.
It is required. I need this to get off. I need this thing to be present in order to get my sexual satisfaction.
Yes. And do you want to give some examples of some fetish?
Yeah, so when we talk about fetishes, we can talk about, inanimate objects like high heels. We can talk about socks. We can talk about materials.
Boots.
Come on, boots.
Pick a wall, boots, stockings.
Any wall. Stockings. How about materials like leather or vinyl or body parts, like feet. Somebody has a foot fetish, or I need feet to be present, or some type of foot play in order to get my sexual gratification. Yeah. You know? Or partner-specific behaviors. When I started the show out, I had lowered my voice and I was acting like a specific thing. I need you to do this in order to get there. Kinks. I mean, fetishes.
Fetish. Right.
Fetishes.
And I think another really good thing that we should point out about a fetish is that there's really a psychological aspect to fetish. So there's a lot of medical explanation, if you will, for the fetishes that are out there, not so much like the kinks.
Yes. How about you going to the kinks?
It was something else I wanted to say about the fetish. There's a lot of shame and stigma.
Yeah. But we're going to get back to that.
But we'll get back to that. Okay. All right. So let's get into kinks. Now, when I think of a kink, that's something that brings you sexual arousal or pleasure, but you don't need it in order to be fully sexually satisfied.
Right.
And kink is also like the umbrella to fetish and then BDSM.
Yes.
So like kink is like the higher level, and then fetish is kind of like you're peeling the onion layer down. You're going a little bit deeper, and then you peel the layer back again. You go a little deeper. That's when you get into your BDSM.
Exactly.
Some examples of kinks: pegging, cuckold. Why do I have this listed right? Group play, anal, water sports.
Yeah.
Phone sex.
Yeah.
Do you remember the little phone lines from back in the day? This is before AOL. The AOL chat rooms got real popular. And
the Philly butt monkey, the rape.
You would have phone sex. You wouldn't know these people.
I'm aging myself.
Sterling looking at me like I'm
crazy. Matt know what I'm talking about. Sterling looking at me like I'm crazy. Sterling looking at me like I'm crazy, but Matt knows what I'm talking about. Come on now.
It's a free service. It was an 800 number, or usually it had multiple numbers because you know sometimes the lines could be tied up and busy. So it's good if you can have multiple lines because it can get busy.
Yes, it will get busy.
What's that other number?
Lines? Oh my God.
Multiple lines, and you had an account. It was like Facebook, but on the phone. You had to set up your account. You left your little voicemail. Sounding all sexy, describing yourself. Remember when what did our girl say? Ari Lynn is talking about asexual location. This is where a lot of that comes from, is because that was kind of the standard because I couldn't see you. So part of the introduction is age, sex, location. You left it on your little voicemail, and as people are, you literally page through on the phone, listening to people's voicemails, and if you heard something that tickled your fancy, you could contact that individual and get it popping in the DM. Well, what was considered then as the DM. So phone sex is a kink. Public play. We talked about that. Y'all love that.
Ooh. They're going to drag us again because they're going to drag us again.
But you know what I thought was really interesting? Age play. Bigs, middles, and littles.
Marquise looking like, what the fuck y'all talking
Bigs,
about?
middles, and littles. Get into it, y'all.
Yes.
It has its levels to it.
Think about kink. When you talk about kink, you got a kink in your neck. You know, it's like, I'm serious. It's something a little out of the straight and narrow. Off the straight and narrow path. If your neck is straight and you got a kink in it, just a little off the path.
Why is this tickling me?
I'm serious.
A kink in my neck.
If that's going to help you think what a kink is slightly off the path of your normal sexual gratification. I have a little kink in my neck. I have a little kink. I need or I want this.
It'd be
nice
for the moment. Have.
Nice to have.
It's not necessary.
Not a requirement.
It's not a requirement. Exactly.
I'm kinky.
Yeah. What kind of? Okay, so like.
Eric, you got any kinks? Because you always get me with these fucking questions. You got any kinks? Let's get there right now.
I don't. You know, I'm looking at this list, and let me say this. Phone sex, I've already been there. I gave y'all a good explanation of my experience with that. I haven't done that in. You be doing it? Y'all be phone sexing? That's not really, but been there, right? But you know what? This power play, which is a kink, And there's some layers with power play because it can easily fall into BDSM very easily. So you have to do your research out there, y'all.
That's what it falls under, yeah.
But power play involves different practices, but generally focuses on the relationship between the dominant and the submissive. And so I think that that's really cool. It goes. The definition goes on to say it's an agreement between both partners, where one pledges to be in charge of how everything in the bedroom is going to go down. So I'm down for that. I'll try that. Have you tried power play?
Oh no!
Push my power button.
No. See, no.
You know what that?
I need to be.
As someone who's fully versed, I'm just saying I'm down with the power play.
Oh, so we're at two certain positions.
Well, I'm just saying I would do it well because verse. Like, what you want tonight? What wig I'm putting on?
Well, I mean, let's get into it. We're talking about BDSM, so sadism and masochism, pleasure that a partner may feel from their inflicting pain, the sadism. Yeah. So I get pleasure from inflicting pain on my partner. Okay. That's your sadist. Or receiving pain, a masochist.
Could that be like spanking?
Yes.
Like with
receiving
a paddle?
Pain.
Any kind of pain.
Yeah.
Like the men that be getting their balls crunched.
Or their nipples crunched.
I'm so sorry. We're not shaming.
Absolutely not.
No,
that's
we're
why
not doing
opening
that.
Up this whole
we're
conversation.
opening it up, please. Oh my God, I'm a little animated, please. Because I covered my mouth. I don't want,
It's all right.
I don't want to yuck someone's yum.
Please don't. We got so much more yummy stuff coming into this episode. I mean, but I hope we explained the definitions for fetish and kink. You might just have a little kinky side to you that you might want to explore, something off the straight and narrow path. I'm a little kinky, right? But we talk about a fetish, I need it to be present to reach my full sexual gratification. I hope that helps y'all.
It helped me. I got a little kink in my neck, though.
Oh, you got a lot of kinks, Eric. I know you do. We
really?
ain't going to talk about it on here, but we're going to talk about it after the show.
But we listed quite a few, and, I'm definitely, I really don't feel like I identify with the fetish side.
What about bondage? What about...
Yeah, like handcuffs, blindfolding. And if we're talking about kinks, a lot of it is about the sensual arousal. So it can include blindfolds, ice cubes, different things like that. That really touch on those senses.
So
I'm with it.
So with the whole discipline and the dominance, you'll let somebody have full control over you?
Sure, why not? If I trust that person. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Which I think is honestly something good to add to this conversation. I mean, obviously, consenting adults are having sex, and that's what, this conversation is geared toward. But it's also about that communication between partners. What am I comfortable with? People have the safe words. That's fine. But I think, when you're really in touch with your partner and their pleasure, I think that even when you're exploring some of these other things that you're talking about the pain and all of that stuff, I think when you really have to, be in touch with your partner to deliver it in an effective way. I haven't been there. I've heard of, even the knife, the cutting.
Oh, well, hold on. What kind of stuff was you watching?
Oh, knife play?
What?
You never heard of? Yeah, people.
Absolutely not.
We're not shaming. We're not shaming.
I'm talking about for me.
For you, yes.
But you cut me, I'm going to have to cut you back.
And I think it is important.
Absolutely not.
And let me just say this. I'm glad we are having this conversation because one of your questions that you had for me was, why is there so much shame?
And stigma.
Around these things. And I think a part of it is because, one, no one's going around talking about their kinks and fetishes. Like, it's not just coming up in conversation.
Why aren't we talking about it?
But why aren't we?
We should be, even if in our last episode, with Coach P, he says, I'm helping people, to, fully experience, sexual exploration. Why can't I explore sexually with if you're my partner, why can't I fully explore sexually what I want?
I could be embarrassed. And I think I talked to a few people who have some, experience in this area. And from what she told me was sometimes she's just nervous to even tell someone that she's dating what she's into. She don't want to, run them off. So I think some people who are exploring these different type of lifestyles are they themselves looking for the language to describe what they're experiencing and trying to find ways to communicate that to their partners without the shame, without the embarrassment.
You know, I think this is a good place to put this video in, you know, and you guys are going to see what this video entails, but it talks about a guy who likes getting his booty ate from his girlfriend or, you know, from, you know, the women in his life. And he was like, yeah, I like to get my booty ate. I lift my legs up. And shame, stigma associated with straight men not being able to fully experience sexual gratification.
Straight men are, a lot of them constipated right now. They tight. They can't.
You said I'm tight.
They can't do nothing.
And speaking about that,
everything gay. Everything gay. They can't do nothing.
Let's watch the video.
Y'all stopped drinking out of straws not too long ago.
Let's show y'all the video right now. We're going to show you what this video entails.
There's men that like their ass ate, but now because they like their ass ate, they can't say it out and be free because it's considered gay.
Wow, yeah, that's true.
Girl, let the man be free.
You like your ass ate?
No, I said straight men. Like,
do you?
I have had my ass ate. It's on the menu.
Okay, there you go. And that matters. I can eat ass for hours.
I can eat ass all day too.
Here we go to
you got a big ass. How you not like your ass ate? You have a fat ass. I'm confused.
God is plentiful.
Yes. You got a fruit basket back there.
Okay.
Ever got your ass eaten or have you ever ate ass?
The fuck? Nah, nobody. If a nigga asked me his ass, it's a dub. But yeah, I got my ass eaten. I don't like it. It feels like wet booty hole. Like, it's not. When you make it a face where you eat ass, so you know you got your ass ate, so you know.
Oh, I'm at your response. I'm not into those type of things. Are you crazy? You eat ass? Talk to me nice.
So damn nice.
Talk to me nice.
That's our boy. So damn nice. So damn nice.
Ass? You eat ass. I want to know what's going on.
No, I ain't say I eat ass. So you got to show me that ass.
I eat ass.
That's good.
You nasty beast.
How you doing?
I fucking eat ass, nigga. I don't care. Whoa, they way too cool.
They eat the ass. If you don't eat ass, goodbye. Block me.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Why niggas feel like if I get my ass ate, that's gay? A man G spot is his ass.
No, we ain't starting this shit off like this tonight. Hell no.
A man G spot is his ass, and when I get my ass ate, my dick is the hardest.
I have no shame in my heart about this.
So if you want your man to be super hard, you gotta eat his ass. This what y'all doing outside? And if you feel, I used to be one of them niggas who'd be like, I'm against that, that's gay. That used to be me. Now look at me, legs open.
So we saw that video. It was very cute, you know.
Yeah.
My question is, how can straight men be able to explore more behind the door, you know, without feeling shameful about it? I want to explore more behind the door, without feeling shameful about it.
Yeah. You know what, Tony? Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I honestly think it's the sisters.
Because it's the sisters.
It's the sisters who are going to have to be open to allowing this conversation because it's y'all niggas. it's y'all niggas. It's the ones that y'all are dating, y'all are in relationship with, married, shacked up in the house with. I think it's going to be on the women to allow this space so that way we can have honest and true, clear communication about the things that we like, the things that we don't like, the things that are turning us on and off. Instead of having these walls built up. And we know a lot of that is homophobia that we deal with in the community.
Exactly. If I was a straight man, that sounds so funny.
Not you tickled.
That sounds so funny. If I was a straight man and I let my guards down, fully vulnerable, and I let my girl, you know, go behind the back door and, you know, play around, you know, and then she used it as a weapon later.
See, that's the other problem.
That's a part of the shameful piece. Straight women is you.
We back to that.
It's you.
I think a big part of it is.
We can't be, straight men can't fully embrace that side.
Until you say it's okay.
Until, can I get some up here? Until you say it's okay.
Yeah.
And they need to feel like it's okay.
Yeah.
Being able to have conversations before you have the actual act. How do you want to be pleasured? And we all know where the male G-spot is at. if you don't know where it's at, then I feel sorry for you. But we know where that male G spot is at.
But you know what, Tony? If we keep it real, especially like I've talked to some women, some of them just cannot stand the idea. They just can't. They cannot stand the idea of their man or someone that they're dating doing anything like that. And I think a lot of it is because of how we've been socialized. Their fathers taught them that homophobia that they've now internalized and brought into their relationships.
Yeah, I agree.
And it now has the men on it in a
chokehold. The
chokehold.
buck stops here. Listen, what she said, you a munch. What's that girl? What's the song, Marquise?
You thought I was feeling you?
You thought I was feeling you?
That nigga's a munch.
That nigga's a munch. Munch away, baby. Munch away. Ooh. And be okay with it. Listen, and speaking about munch, we're gonna get into a little. We got some guests. We got some guests, don't we?
We have some guests, and you know what, Tony?
I want you to bring out the guests.
We thought it was important to show because we do cater
let's
to
bring on the
men.
Guests.
You know, so we want to show
let's bring on the guests.
What are some we talking about this sexual exploration.
Yes.
So what are some ways that we can do it? Let me.
Oh. We gonna bring out a couple of our guests.
A few things in here.
Yes. This is gonna be a good episode, y'all.
You know, Tony just asked me to just grab a few things from the house, y'all. You know, just a few things from the pantry. Nothing crazy. You know.
The Barney bag. Ooh.
What you want to see first?
Let's pull them all out.
So let's start small.
Let's start small.
So we'll start with this.
Ooh, what's that?
Let me pass this over.
What's this?
That is your vibrating
cock ring. What is
this?
Ring. A what?
Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
Oh, excuse me. This is a vibrating C ring. You know, I gotta bloop it out later.
Mm-hmm. Look at it. And you got your power button on the top.
Oh.
Uh-huh. And then you this part goes around.
Around where?
Where you wanted to go.
Okay.
It better.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
So along that same line, and so Tony, what kind of pleasure you think you're getting from that?
I don't know. I never experienced a C ring.
Really? And you know you can do that by yourself, baby.
Oh, okay.
Now, right along that same line, we're gonna step y'all up. Okay? We're gonna step y'all up. A veto. Okay?
A what?
A veto. Now this is similar where it goes around.
Okay. This way.
Bam! So she laying right on you, baby.
Come
on, the camera. Get the camera down there.
Okay.
and she lays right on the tank. The gooch.
Tank?
Yes.
What?
The gooch.
Oh, okay.
And she has about 10 different vibration levels.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Great.
Once again, have you going crazy in your house.
Oh Lord.
Okay. Same thing could happen with something like this.
Oh Lord, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Suction. Premium suction, keeps you stable, steady.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you don't want to be shaky. You don't want to be shaky and want things like this.
This is perfect, actually. This is perfect.
How do you feel about the clear, though, Tony?
I would prefer, somebody who looks like me. But this is all right.
So you...
it's all right.
Okay. Tony, you want to...
Oh,
So what we got there, Tony? What may look like your average everyday flashlight from Home Depot.
But it's actually a flashlight.
You could bop a bitch over the head with it. I know I'm playing.
This is actually one of my favorite toys.
Really?
I have one at home.
Really?
Yeah, I have one, and I love it. And it's inconspicuous. You can put it right on the counter, right on the dresser.
Like right here. Wouldn't even know. Sorry to this man. So if you want to take this is more of a manual exercise. Okay?
Oh!
Some people may require,
pull it out.
Something that's a little bit more, automatic. And that's when you got to step your bussy up. Okay? Now this, someone may think it's a Bluetooth speaker. But it's not.
I love it. Come on, Bluetooth speaker.
You open the top. She reveals, okay? But she has, you turn her on.
She might be dead because you had her on early.
No, she's good. I tried to charge her up. I told her she has a show to do tonight. And she goes, and you pick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's powerful. Oh, okay. Okay, how you turn her off? How you turn her off?
Well, here we go, y'all. It's been a great episode. We love y'all for joining. It's been a wonderful conversation.
Turn her off.
You can listen. Make sure you hit that subscription button. You can find us every week. We drop Mondays at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tony, you got anything?
There's another episode of Hung Up Pod Live. I don't know how to turn this thing off, y'all. World peace.
Peace, y'all.
Oh my God. Oh, my shit.
Our guest needs another drink.
You're recording?
Yes.
Alrighty. And Tony started in 3.
Marquise is
on.
He wanted to start.
All right, go ahead.
Let's go.
I know we got props.
We're trying to get to that man.
It's right here. It's right here. That's the conversation. So